Dear friends, welcome to this week's virtual Drasha. This week we have the incredible privilege to be Parshas Behaaloscha. And in Pesak Sheni, chapter 9, the Torah tells us a beautiful story. In our second year, in our sojourn in the deserts, Bashana Hashenis, let's say Samei Eretz Mitzrayim, it was again into the second year that we left Egypt. B'chodesh Rishon, on Nisan. So essentially like the 1 year anniversary that we left Egypt. And Hashem tells Moshe Rabbeinu, Vayasu b'nei Yisrael es ha'pasach b'moado. Hashem commands Moshe Rabbeinu, tell Klal Yisrael that they have to offer up the Karban Pesach. Beautiful and incredible. The Paschal Lamb, which represented our newfound freedom, right? Remember again, going back a year when we left Egypt, the offering of the Karban Pesach represented the idea that we were free. It cemented our not only emancipation, but it also cemented our theological superiority over the polytheistic culture of Egypt. Our God conquered their gods. A tremendous event. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu says to Moshe Rabbeinu, tell the Klal Yisrael to offer up Karban Pesach again now in the desert. It happens to be, just as an aside, Rashi points out this was the only time that we offered up the Karban Pesach in the desert. The next time actually is upon entry 40 years later under the leadership of Yoshua. But a topic for a different time. And then something amazing happens. So Klal Yisrael offers up the Karban Pesach. There were a group of individuals who approached Moshe Rabbeinu. And they said to Moshe Rabbeinu, Anachnu Tameim Lenefesh Adam. We are ritually impure. This is in Pesak Tes, Pesak Zayin, chapter 9, verse 7. Say, Moshe, we're tamei, we're impure. And as a result, we are unable to participate in the Karban Pesach. But they say to Moshe, Lama Nigara, why should we lose out? Why should we lose out on the opportunity just because we are tamei lenefesh? Moshe Rabbeinu says, wow, the most beautiful and incredible kind of complaint that a leader could hear. We want to participate. We want to engage. We want to be connected. Moshe says, I don't know what the answer is. Let me ask HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Moshe turns to Hashem, and ultimately Hashem tells Moshe the following. This is in now Pesak Tes, Halacha Tes, chapter 9, verse 9. Drasha Moshe Lemar, Dar b'nei Yisrael Lemar, tell the Jewish people saying, Ish ki et tamei lenefesh o b'derech rechoka. Ultimately, again, if a person will be ritually impure and therefore unable to offer up the Karban Pesach, the Paschal Lamb, or b'derech rechoka, far away, geographically distant, and unable to offer up, to get to the base, to offer up the Karban Pesach, what's the halacha? Va'asa Pesach l'Hashem. There's a makeup date. What's the makeup date? B'chodesh Sheni ba'arba asar yom bein ha'arbayim ya'asu oso amatzos umrom yochelu. 1 month later, on the 14th of Iyar, you will offer up the Karban Pesach with matzah and with mur. And then the Torah goes on to discuss that all of the halachos of Karban Pesach, by regular Karban Pesach, apply to what we call Pesak Sheni. This becomes known as Pesak Sheni, the second Pesach, the makeup date. The makeup date, you're ritually impure, you're geographically distant. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, no problem, there's a makeup date, you'll bring it a month later on the 14th of Iyar, you have to bring it with your matzah, with your mur, and all of the halachos of the Karban apply. So you can't break any bones in the Karban, you can't leave over to the next morning. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. And to me, this story, this episode is so meaningful on a number of different levels. Because I think to me what Pesak Sheni, the second Pesach really represents is the opportunity for second chances. Because at the end of the day, isn't that what we all want in life? Second chances. Some of us are already up to our 22nd chance. Some of us are vying for that 202nd chance. And that's what we want because we all need that in life. None of us get it right the first time. None of us are able to kind of get all the pieces together the first time around. I need second chances. I need second chances, third chances, fourth chances, fifth chance. I just need multiple chances in order to be able to get things right in life. And to me, the most beautiful message of Pesak Sheni, of this second, is that there are second chances in life. HaKadosh Baruch Hu gives us second chances. You know, if you think about these words, this group approaches Moshe Rabbeinu, and the wording they use is Anachnu Tameim Lenefesh Adam. Right? Anachnu Tameim Lenefesh Adam. And of course, what they were talking about was ritual impurity. But I don't know, when I read those words, I see in that like my own life experiences. Anachnu Tameim Lenefesh. I've defiled myself. I've made mistakes in life. I've made so many wrong turns. And the fact that I make mistakes, that's not a chiddush. That happens to all of us. The scary part about my life mistakes is I feel like I've closed the door to so many things in life. As a result of those wrong turns, I've lost my way. As a result of those wrong turns, I've lost opportunities. Anachnu timeim lenefesh adam. I've defiled myself. I feel like I've ruined things for me. And as a result, I'm so scared that I will not have opportunities in the future. And so these individuals, it's us, we approach Moshe Rabbeinu and say, Moshe, tell me that there's hope. Lama nigara. Tell me that there's hope. Tell me that there's such a thing in the eyes of HaKadosh Baruch Hu as a second chance. Tell me that no matter how badly I've messed up, there's a tomorrow. There's another opportunity. And Moshe Rabbeinu comes back with the most incredible and beautiful message, the message of Pesak Sheni, which essentially says, yeah, there are second chances in life. No matter how badly you mess up, you can get things back on the rails. There are second chances. But I think it's important to note how those second chances occur and kind of in what way they materialize. Number one, you only get second chances in life if you actively pursue them. If you notice, right, how does the halacha of Pesak Sheni come about? So it's not the pshat, right, that again, Klal Yisrael offers up their carbon Pesach, and Moshe Rabbeinu makes an announcement, Chavra Marana v'Rabbanan, by the way, just to know, whoever didn't get a chance to offer up Korban Pesach the first time around because they're ritually impure, they're too distant, don't worry, Chavra, there's a makeup. That's not how it happened. Second chances happen when you seek them out. Pesach Sheni happened not because Moshe Rabbeinu came to the people, but because the people came to Moshe Rabbeinu. You want second chances in life, they're not coming to you. They're not showing up at your doorstep. They're not nestling snugly by your feet, waiting for you to take advantage of them. You want second chances, you have to go find it. You want second chances, you have to seek them out. If I have spiritually defiled and ruined myself, if I am distant, geographically distant, spiritually distant, emotionally distant, and I want now to come close, I want a second chance. Second chances don't come to you. You have to go out and seek them for yourself. That's lesson number one. Moshe Rabbeinu doesn't bring Pesak Sheni to the people. The people, the Tmeim Lenefesh, those who missed out the first time around, they come to Moshe Rabbeinu, seeking their redemptive second chance. If you want second chances in life, you got to make it happen yourself. And lesson number two, Rashi makes an amazing observation here. Rashi says, there is a Pesak Sheni, but Rashi points out that by Pesak Sheni, and just listen to how this plays out. So you're going to bring your Korban Pesach a month later, and what's going to happen? So the Torah says you'll go ahead and you'll bring your Korban Pesach, and, Rashi says over here, Pesak Sheni, matzah v'chometz imo babayis. It's fascinating. So let's fast forward. It's the 14th of Iyar. You've brought your makeup paschal lamb, your Pesak Sheni, and now, interestingly enough, in the house you have matzah because you have to eat your Korban Pesach with matzah, but you also have chametz. Ve'ein sham yamtiv. There's no yamtiv that's associated with it, right? You're going to bring the makeup carbon a month later on the 14th of Iyar, but it's not a yamtiv. It's not a yamtiv. It's a regular work day. Ve'ein iser chametz. There's no prohibition of chametz. Ella imo bachilaso. So interestingly enough, when you bring your Pesach Sheni, so you have to eat your Pesach Sheni with matzah and maror, and you can't eat your Pesach Sheni with chametz. But yet there's no obligation to purge your home of chametz. And so you have chametz in your house, you have a loaf of bread in your house, and it's not a yomtiv, right? You're going to offer up your Pesach Sheni, then you go to work. So as much as there's a Pesach Sheni and there's a makeup date for the Karban, it's not the same, right? You would have thought like Pesach Sheni, okay, so that day should be like your makeup for Erev Pesach. So no chametz, get rid of all the chametz in your house. I know maybe that doesn't sound very appealing to everyone, right? But get rid of all, in other words, recreate the Erev Pesach experience. And the truth is, no, that's actually not how it happens. You could offer up your Korban Pesach, you can. And you can't eat the Korban Pesach itself with chametz. You have to eat the Korban Pesach with matzah and maror. But there's chametz in your house. What kind of day is it? I don't know. You don't say tachnun, right? But otherwise, you're going to work. It's a regular day. Offer up your Korban Pesach and then move on. And I think it's another tremendous yisod, which is second chances often aren't as perfect as the opportunities were the first time around. That's how second chances work. Second chances offer us an opportunity to restore ourselves, to purify ourselves, to go ahead and come closer, to reignite flames that have been extinguished, but often they're not the same. And all too often in life, we kind of like pass on second chances because we say to ourselves, you know what, well, if it can't be the same as what it was, then what's the point in having it? But however, that's how second chances work. They're tremendous and beautiful opportunities, but they are not the same as the opportunity that I missed or messed up the first time around. That's just the way that it is. And so you have to be courageous enough to seize the second chance, even though there's chametz with you in the house, even though it's not a Yom Tov and it's going to be a regular day. But you know what? That second chance is still golden. That second chance is still beautiful. That second chance is still incredible. And so it turns out that the beautiful episode of Pesak Sheni is not just a metaphor, it's not just a message, I should say, for how to offer up the current Pesach if you missed it the first time around. But it's a metaphor for how to take advantage of missed opportunities in life. Second chances come. But second chances come, number one, only if you're actively seeking them out. And second chances are usually never as perfect as they were the first time around. But you still have to find the courage to seek them out. And what a tremendous lesson for us in life. Because as I mentioned, as we started, we're all looking for second chances. For some of us, it's in our marriage or in our relationship with our children, relationship with our parents, and we mess up. We all mess up. And then we want to repair that which has been broken. And number one, if you want to repair a broken or frayed relationship, it's only going to happen if you make it happen. Second chances are not coming to you. You have to seek them out. And understand that even if you find the courage to seek out the second chance, it may not look the same way like it did at the beginning. A lot of times in life, we could repair a marriage, but a repaired marriage, it's different. It's beautiful, it's magnificent, it's holy, it's fulfilling, it's loving, it's passionate. It's different. And different doesn't mean bad. Different just means different. And you can plug that into all of our life relationships. You want the second chance at a frayed relationship, you can have it. Hopefully, if the other person is willing to participate as well, you can have it. But you gotta seek it out and have to be willing to accept that it's gonna be different this second time around, but still beautiful. And in our relationship with ourselves and with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, however, so many of us, again, in our relationship with Hashem, we make tremendous, tremendous mistakes. We go off the rails. But a second chance in a relationship with Hashem is there. A second chance in a relationship with ourselves is there. A second chance in a relationship with the other is there. But you gotta want it. Lama nigara. You have to want it badly enough to pursue it, badly enough to run after it. And if you want it, it's yours. It's gonna be there for the taking, just like Pesak Sheni. But you also have to be willing to accept that it may not be the same as what it once was. But just because it can't be the same, just because there's still chametz there in the house, doesn't mean that it can't be beautiful, magnificent, incredible, and fulfilling. This is the message of Pesak Sheni, the message of life. The thing we want most in this world, second chances, is there. It's available. As long as, number one, we're courageous enough to run after it, and number two, we're willing to accept that it may not be the same as it was before. But just because it's not the same, just because there's chametz in the house, just because it's not a full Yom Tov, doesn't mean it can't be incredible, beautiful, magnificent, and wonderful. We should be zochem Yirtzeh Hashem to find these second chances in our human relationships, in our relationship with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and in Yirtzeh Hashem in our relationship with ourselves as well. Wishing everyone a good Erev Shabbos and a beautiful Shabbos Kodesh.